the foundation stone laying ceremony by the Federation of Indian Communities of Queensland, FICQ, for a historic project known as the House of India. The event today is being attended by representatives from all levels of government across the political spectrum. To name a few, we have Julian Hill MP, Shane Newman MP, Mayor Teresa Harding, who is the Mayor of the city of Ipswich, which is where we are right now, Sheris Mullen MP, Herman Worcester MP, Margie Nightingale MP, Cameron Dick, Pi Augustine, who is one of the local councillors, along with representatives from the Consulate General of India in Brisbane. This historic day would not be possible without the contribution and the presence of Dr. Mahasana Thambi and the Springfield City Group. I have with me Julian Hill MP. Julian, can you give us a little bit of a background of what it's taken from the Australian government perspective to get House of India up and going, and what will be up and going in just a few months?
Well, I was delighted to formally announce that last week, as the Australian Government Minister, I signed off $5.5 million in a contribution from the federal Labor government to House of India. That's taken years and indeed decades of work through the Federation of Indian Communities of Queensland, but working with our local MPs. In particular, I'd give a shout out to Shane Newman, my colleague, to Speaker Milton Dick, and all of the state members who've worked so hard to get to this point. And the other thing, of course, was the incredible generosity of Maha and all of the community leaders who are here, who are kicking in money, because for their children and grandchildren, this place will be a source of pride, a space to explore cultural heritage as Australians. First and foremost, everyone here is Australian, but also a place where the broader community can come together and get to know each other.
That's fabulous, Julian. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Now, give us a little word on how you're enjoying the masala chai.
Well, I love the masala chai. I actually eat quite a lot of Indian food because my office is near one of the Little India precincts in Melbourne. I was actually in India in December on an official visit. I was in Delhi, Hyderabad. The biryani is amazing, and the old Iranian chai, but then also had a really magical weekend in Amritsar in Punjab state. I visited the Golden Temple, had a bit of a look around at some of the good bits and the not so good bits around the international education sector where I'm responsible for, but the food there was also amazing. But you know, India is such a vibrant, multicultural society that Indian Australians who migrate here and choose to settle here and meet the skilled migration cut and so on make such a great contribution to our country. They're more likely to be employed, to be starting businesses, to be highly educated and contributing to every part of our country. And you know, the federal Labor government, I'll just say really clearly to your viewers and listeners, we will never take a backward step in speaking up for the right of every Australian, including those of Indian heritage, to be proud of who you are and the contribution you make, proud of your ancestral identity, whilst also making your way in modern Australia. Right now, I know we're all smiles here, but there's a lot of racism out and about in the community. We show up on the difficult days in Labor. We don't run away. We're not just there at elections. And you know, I'll leave the party stuff, but I know a lot of people are very disappointed with a lot of the politics that we're seeing from One Nation, from members of the federal opposition, but please know that we've got your back in Labor.
Thank you, Julian. We're truly grateful, one, for highlighting the contribution of the Indian community and also sharing what your party stands for. Thank you so much. with with Shane Newman, MP. Shane, can you tell me about your perspective of what House of India will mean for the Indian as well as the multicultural community?
Well, this is a headquarters not just of FICQ, but it'll be opportunity for relief of poverty, for people to connect with one another, filling the spaces that people have in their lives, culture, food, family, faith, a place not just for the Indian community and growing Indian community here in southeast Queensland, but also for other communities as well. So this is wonderful to be here in the city of Ipswich in Springfield, so we're delighted to be here.
Shane, thank you so much, and we're very grateful to have you here today. MP. Herman, you are a migrant politician, for if I can use that term.
Yeah, absolutely. New Queenslander.
New Queenslander. We're all new Queenslanders. But Herman, tell me, House of India project like this, what will it mean for the wider multicultural community?
Look, I think it's going to be a bastion of hope and almost an exemplar. You know, the Indian community has given so much to Queensland.
That's the second time. Hey.
I know, it's all good. Look, the Indian community has given so much to Queensland, and they've really sewn into our public institutions, our economy, and in our community. But here we're going to have a representation of all of that goodwill and effort in the ground, in a building, and there will be thousands of people who will drive past and they will see what's possible as a new Queenslander. And I think that's a great thing. It's an inspiration.
That's right. Anything in particular that you think the House of India should have?
Look, I just think it needs the biggest welcome mat that you can possibly imagine, because when you create these spaces, that's one thing, but you need to fill them. And I know the heart of FICQ is to fill the space and to roll out a big welcome mat to the rest of the greater Springfield community, to Ipswich and to Queensland, will make sure that this lives up to its potential.
Wonderful. Herman, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. With Mayor Teresa Harding, who is the Mayor of Ipswich City. First of all, congratulations, because Brisbane didn't win the lottery on this. And of course, thanks to Dr. Masanathambi and his land donation, of course, Ipswich City has done it again. But Mayor, I want to get your comment on your what you thought about the multi-faith stone laying ceremony.
I was really quite taken with the ceremony today. I haven't seen the multi-faith with three different faiths coming together, and just like the MC said, probably one of the greatest strengths that the Indian community have is its diversity. I was going to say it's people, but but I think it's just so beautiful, and what a beautiful way to start the House of India by having people come together. And we know we've got a lot of work to go. There's got to be have the designs and the building. But our community here in Ipswich are really looking forward to the House of India coming along, and I think we did win the lotto. We have all the places in Queensland where this could have been built, you're building it here in Ipswich, and we're really so pleased, so very happy.
What will this mean for the city of Ipswich?
I think if you look at we have a large Indian community here, so it's great for them, but the broader community here are looking for this type of venue, which can have over 1,000 people come together. We don't have that on this side of the city here as well, or in Springfield. So I think the community broadly is really looking forward to having a facility that they can come together and have celebrations, whether it's community meetings or celebrating weddings and engagements and 21st. Yeah.
Absolutely, and you can never have enough venues, and in fact we do need really large venues. Thank you so much, Mayor, for joining us, and congratulations, and wish you two all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming out. Thanks.
With Dr. Preeti Suraj, the president of FICQ. Preeti, this is truly a historic moment and a historic milestone for you and for FICQ. Can you give us a bit of an insight of all the work that's gone in the background to come up to this day today?
Thank you, Indoz TV, for coming here and participating in this event. It's truly a historic event. I feel so proud of FICQ to end up in the journey in this way. It is only a start of our journey. The foundation stone is laid today, and it will come as a House of India starting project starting from today. We have supports from 3 levels of government, and we also urge the community to come forward and support in this lovely project to make our dream come true.
Preeti, can you give us a little bit about the land donation that's come from Dr. Mahasana Thambi, as well as the grant from the Australian government?
Yeah, Australian government grant pledge was 5.5 million from the Labor as well as the Liberal. As the Labor come into power, we got grant sanctioned from the Labor, current Labor government, 5.5 million. We are expecting the same thing from the Queensland government too. And regarding the land, Dr. Mahasana Thambi is so generous to donate us 1,500 square meter land, and we another 2,500 meter square land with a minimal rate of upon completion of the building we need to pay them. So we literally signed the 2 contracts separately, and it's the FICQ who is going to run. We are appointed all the project managers and all other consultants under the project manager. The project has started, the quantity surveying and all of this stuff have been done, and we are waiting for the grant to come to move into the next stage of the first phase. And also we also have a tender application put forward for the 5,000 square land owned by the Ipswich City Council. We will be a successful candidate on that. We are waiting for the results to come out.
That's fabulous. Now, speaking about the sheer volume of land that you have managed to secure for this project, Preeti ji, can you give us a bit of a visual insight of what the House of India will actually look like?
Yeah, we have divided this project into 2. First phase consists of 1,000 seated capacity auditorium with a community kitchen, and which can be used as a cultural event as well as sports facility with boardrooms and an exhibition hall and stuff. The second phase consists of an 800 seated capacity hall, which can be used as a cultural event as well as for the sports facility, with boardrooms to have small meetings and events of like 100 people. That's now the insight of the House of India project, but later if we have to modify, we will come across that point later. Thank you.
That's fabulous. My next question, and a very important one, is Preeti, how long are we hoping to have before House of India comes to life?
Yeah, the first phase has to complete by 2028. That is the condition for the grant. So we have to finish the first phase by 2028.
And when is construction officially going to begin?
We have to put the DA application to the council. As soon as that gets approved, we will be going through.
Wonderful. Preeti ji, thank you so much for sharing your insights, your vision and everything that is to do with House of India. Many congratulations, and we're all part of the journey with you.
Thank you so much, Indoz TV, for coming and participating in this historic event. Thanks a lot. Thank you, sir.
The land that you see behind me right now is where House of India will be built. This land was donated by Dr. Mahasena Thambi. The Australian government contributed $5.5 million for this historic project that not only celebrates the Indian community, but in fact the larger multicultural community. Now, the actual stone laying ceremony was marked in a very special way. They called it the Multi-Faith Sacred Stone Blessing Ceremony, and the essence of it was really unity, peace and prosperity. So they had an imam, they had a Christian priest and a Vedanta Hindu priest who first said some prayers, followed by the actual blessing ceremony, where the Hindu priest laid a coconut in the ground, followed by the other priests placing some soil on it. So it was marked in a really special way. The end of the event was marked by the unveiling of the foundation stone itself. That was a beautiful moment, cherished again by members of the FICQ team, along with representatives from all levels of government. What a historic day, celebrating the foundation stone laying of House of India. This is something that will be celebrated for generations to come, and one day we'll be proud of this legacy that we were here at this very special ceremony. Coming to you from the city of Ipswich, I'm Sharmeen Thomas for Indoz TV with our wonderful cameraman, Lavi Khatri. Have a great day, Brisbane, and we'll see you at the next event.